list of the office bearers. These are the detail of things that will come forward so that there will not be too much of a gap, because it's important before year end that we need to find ways and means to resolve this long-standing problem.
Earlier today, yesterday, during an interview with Zahid, he actually mentioned that he is open to having a discussion to form a unity government with component parties of Pakatan Harapan, and Bersatu was mentioned as one of the prospective components which they would like to work with. But are you aware of this? Has UMNO made any calls to probably sit down and talk? And also, why do you think Pakatan component parties?
Well, this is the first time I heard about unity government that comprised of opposition, which is UMNO and Pakatan Harapan. The fact is, Pakatan Harapan has won. Pakatan Harapan has formed the government. We have the majority in parliament, in number of seats and whatnot. And UMNO has lost, though they have certain number of MP, but it is not enough to constitute the majority. So this is the first time I heard about him saying that we want to form a unity government. I'm not too sure about what my other friends in Pakatan would say about this. But the fact is, it is not viable. As I can see, UMNO plus, it never is viable. Because people have rejected UMNO, and Pakatan Harapan knew that we won, and UMNO have lost because people have no more trust. And all the issues that related to corruptions and abuse of power is very much related to what UMNO is. And what is remain is what is the number of seats that they have in parliament. So I do not know whether they have made some gesture to other Pakatan leaders, but as far as Bersatu is concerned, this is not, I don't think it is acceptable.
Tan Sri, are there any PBBM leaders or members meeting UMNO to asking them to join your party?
Well, we have stated that very clearly. I think Tone in some occasion have explained that the party is open to all. You all can join us as well, even though you're not a member of parliament. You can join us, and we are very receptive to new members to join the party. Of course, we also thought of people who has contested and won, but they lost the election, like members of UMNO, other parties. And there are already incidences of a few of them who made a choice to leave the original party, UMNO, and then they say they want to join Bersatu. We cannot refuse that, though Bersatu has its own policy. I have already discussed this at our Supreme Council today, what our policies are as regard to cases of this sort. If they express their intention, we will consider them. But the option to receive them and be part of us will be ours. There are cases where we feel, I think this is okay, I think this guy is not so okay, for whatever the reason is, then that's it. Of course, there is a time that we need to evaluate how sincere are they when they want to participate and be part of Bersatu, whether they are aiming for certain things, or they say they want to join in because they are sincere, they are not looking for any position. So those are the matters that need to be considered as well. But as far as we are concerned, we're still open. If there is any intention of any of those people that say they want to meet any of our leaders here, me, Tone and whatnot, we are willing to speak. After all, I know all of them, practically. I'm willing to sit down and we listen. If it is something which is good for us, then of course then we can decide. But the option, I would say, is Bersatu's option.
Zahid Hamid was recently made a member in your party and also the chair of the elections committee. On what basis was he given the position?
Well, we have the right to choose anybody who has been in the party to have some role to play. It is not in the constitution, but the party will undergo our election process very soon, which is next year. So there's a lot of things that need to be done, and we thought Zahid has got some experience. based on the past experiences,
Yeah.
that he is willing to work and help us, then it's okay. It doesn't matter. So as long as he's a member of Bersatu.
But considering he is from the other party.
He's from the other party, like me also from the other party before, but I was sacked. So, but he's already a member of Bersatu. So you have to come to a point when you have to forget about the past and look beyond the future, beyond what is in the future. So anybody who joins us and say they're willing to serve and do something for the party, we'll be happy to receive them.
Sansri, saya ada dari Kerajaan today berkenaan dengan pembubaran Negeri Sembilan, PBBM Negeri Sembilan. Kenapa tindakan ini diambil untuk membubarkan PBBM Negeri Sembilan tak kala Pakatan Harapan akan meletakkan calon itu Datuk Seri Anwar untuk bertanding di PD? Adakah keputusan ini akan menjejaskan kempen Datuk Seri Anwar?
Itu tidak akan menjejaskan kerana untuk membantu jentera pakatan di sana, PBBM pusat akan terlibat. Ramai pemimpin yang ada, sebahagian di sini pun akan tolong membantu. Ya, itu juga penting. Walaupun begitu, kita menghadapi masalah. Sebelum ini pun kalau ada pun pilihan raya apa pun dengan keadaan PBM yang agak tidak tersusun dan bermasalah, dia tak boleh membantu sesiapa pun. So while we understand that this is coming in because of election, it's not because of that. We hope we can resolve it in the meantime, macam now lah. But it will take a bit of time. Dia akan memerlukan masa untuk kita betulkan ni. Soal politik mengambil sikit masa untuk redakan keadaan. Tapi kalau tak selesai ni akan datang lagi bermasalah macam-macam ni. Okay.
Tan Sri, I'd like to ask about IPCMC. Recently, EAIC was rebranded as IPCMC, tapi bawa akta tu is EAIC lagi. So, when will the bill be brought to Parliament?
In principle, of course, we have already agreed to the IPMC. I think Tun Prime Minister has announced that effect, I think last meeting,
Yes.
where he chaired, and he said that it is a body that we have agreed to form. The KDN and the me have already taken all the initiative to look into this in detail. Discussion with the respective stakeholders, with police in particular, and the rest of people who has expressed their concern about it, and we need to take that into account. Even some members of the police force find that it is a bit difficult because of the existence of Suruhanjaya Perkhidmatan Polis, where the powers to take actions against or dispute matter is handled at that level. But that in our study we have already made changes. So IPCMC is going to be a commission. There will be a specific law as regard to IPCMC where we define the scope of work and whatnot. And this, of course, will be brought to Cabinet very soon. At my ministry's level, we nearly are at the last stage to polish every detail. And then later on, of course, the preparation for the draft bill that will be tabled to Parliament as soon as possible.
What are the problems currently? You said some people have some concerns, the police have some concerns, and you said there's already an existing Suruhanjaya. But apart from that,